Afternoon and welcome. I will start the meeting with agenda item 1, appointment of chairperson. Can I please have a proposer and a seconder for a chairperson?
I propose Councillor Llewellyn.
I second.
Thank you, colleagues, and thank you, Nadine. Naunda, good afternoon and welcome to this hybrid meeting of Social Services, Housing and Community Safety Cabinet Board on the 13th of July 2023. I'm Councillor Llewellyn. I will be chairing this meeting. A few points to cover before we move to the next agenda item. This meeting will be recorded. Please can you ensure that your phones are switched to silent for the duration of the meeting? Can members and officers who are present in the chamber please use their microphones when speaking? And when asked to raise your hand, can members who are virtually viewing this meeting raise your electronic hand? Members who are in the chamber, please raise your physical hand. We don't have any colleague members in the chamber this afternoon. Agenda item 3, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest? If yes, Nadine will forward an electronic version of the form for you to complete and email back to her. I don't see any indication. Agenda item 4, minutes of the previous meeting. The minutes from the meeting held on 8th of June 2023 are included on the agenda for approval. Do any members have any comments to make on the accuracy of the minutes? I don't see any indication. I'll propose, can I please have a seconder to approve the minutes?
I second.
Thank you, Joe. Agenda item 5, forward work programme. This is for noting. Agenda item 6, public question time. We have received no notifications from the public to speak at today's meeting. Agenda item 7, Neath Talbot Adult Social Care Strategy 2023 to 2026. The report is here for decision, is on pages 11 to 88. Do officers have any further comments on the report?
No further comments. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Angela. Members, any questions? No, they're none indicated. I'll just take this opportunity very briefly to thank Andrew and also Angela, Shelley and Kerry for all 3 presentations this afternoon. And I know that their teams have worked together to provide these, to provide and prepare these strategies. In the face of many challenges, they represent an exciting way forward, and I'm sure that will be further strengthened by the engagement during the consultation period that's been approved. And I'd like to thank scrutiny members for their support to the officers team and their recommendations this afternoon. I now refer members to the recommendations on page 14 and the associated appendices contained within your agenda pack. I propose, if I could have a seconder, please.
A second.
Thank you, Joe. Any abstentions? Members, if you do not indicate to the contrary by raising your hand, I will assume that you are in favour of the recommendations. Nadine will confirm.
I see no indication to the contrary. I can confirm the report has been approved.
Thank you very much. Agenda item 8, Draft Housing and Homelessness Strategic Plan 2023 to 26. The report is here for decision and is on pages 89 to 146. Do officers have any further comments on the report?
No further comments, thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Shelley. Members, any questions? None indicated. I now refer members to the recommendations on page 95 and the associated appendices contained within your agenda pack. I propose, if I could have a seconder, please.
I'll second, Chair.
Thank you, Joe. Any abstentions? None indicated. Members, if you do not indicate to the contrary by raising your hand, I will assume that you are in favour of the recommendations, and Nadine will confirm.
I see no indication to the contrary and can confirm the report has been approved.
Thank you. Agenda item 9, Neath Talbot Children and Young People Social Care Strategic Plan 2023 to 2026. The report is here for decision and is on pages 147 to 222. Do officers have any further comments on the report?
No further comments, Chair.
Thank you. Members, any questions?
I just wanted to say some, yeah,
Yes,
just thank
you,
the work that's gone into that report, because it does make it clearer for everybody to see in scrutiny the pressures that we're under. So it's a good piece of work. So hopefully we'll have a few things coming from that now to work on that we can bring back. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Sian. I now refer members to the recommendations on page 150 and the associated appendices contained within your agenda pack. I propose, if I could have a seconder, please.
I'll
I'll
second.
second, Chair.
Thank you. Any abstentions? None indicated. Members, if you do not indicate to the contrary by raising your hand, I will assume that you are in favour of the recommendations, and Nadine will confirm.
I see no indication to the contrary and can confirm the report has been approved.
Thank you. Agenda item 10, Children and Young People Services, Adult Services and Housing and Community Safety Fourth Quarter Performance Report. The report is here for monitoring. Do officers have any further comments on the report?
Nothing further, Chair.
Members, any questions? No, none indicated. Thanks to scrutiny members for the questions that they raised. This report is for monitoring purposes. Therefore, we note the report. Agenda item 11, urgent items. We have no urgent items this afternoon. Agenda item 12, access to meetings. To resolve to exclude the public for the following item of business pursuant to Regulation 4, 3 and 5 of the Statutory Instrument 2001 number 2290 and exempt paragraph 14 of Part 4 of Schedule 12A to the Local Government Act 1972. Nadine, can you confirm that the recording has stopped and no members of the